Hi, my name's Kate Faulkner and I like to scour the country to try and find the very best property professionals to help you. And I'm sitting here with Paul Collins, and I can tell you what this guy doesn't know about Lincoln and what he doesn't know about property is not worth knowing. Now, Paul, I think most landlords probably just have one or maybe two or three properties, but you started working with landlords who have a lot more properties, haven't you?
Yes.
And I'm trying to get my head round, well, why did they need you? What value are you adding?
Okay. I think the biggest thing is time. Landlords that have large portfolios don't necessarily have the time because of their normal job, and most of them do have a normal job.
What, a day job as well?
A day job as
wow.
well.
Okay.
That they don't have the time. And if they don't have the time, they don't do it well, they can't keep on top of it, and agents end up taking liberties where perhaps they shouldn't take liberties. So where can we help? We can help in helping them manage their portfolio, irrespective whether it's in Lincoln, Manchester, wherever. It doesn't
and that's
really
because
matter.
Belvoir's a national.
Because Belvoir's national, we can do that nationally.
But you are the main point of contact.
And I'm the main point of contact, and so I make the decisions on the lets and the not lets and the maintenance for landlords. So it takes the strain away from them, and we sit down once every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, either face-to-face or Skype or some form of communication where we can then discuss the portfolio. Because what I tend to find is that these larger portfolio landlords, because they don't have the time, they don't always look at things as a whole. They perhaps look at their business here, their life there, and the portfolio here.
Okay, so this is one of those classic cases where my property's over here, and my wealth and my business are over here, but actually the two are inextricably linked. And I think that's one of the things you taught me.
Well, absolutely, because if people, for instance, if these portfolio landlords don't have a will, then they don't have inheritance tax planning or capital gains tax planning. Simple.
I guess the Chancellor would be like to have a bit of their money.
Well, exactly. I mean, I've got a client that didn't have a will.
Really?
His portfolio is 7.5 million.
Wow.
And if him and his wife died the next day, his two kids would have got an invoice from the Inland Revenue, death duties of 3 million, which they have to pay before they sell the property. So
as well as the upset.
As well as the upset and everything else. So, but also on top of that, we look at things as a whole. We can give that wealth management advice as well as the property advice. And this particular landlord, again, we've looked at remortgaging some of his properties, and we've reduced his mortgage payments by 50%.
That's incredible.
So, but he wouldn't have had the time to do that. So we've kind of collectively helped
So
him.
I think I got it. Basically what you're saying is that you have your day job, you accidentally kind of end up with 10, 20, 30 properties, but then you just kind of get on with it, maybe outsource it to different agents. But the problem there is you're not having all of your wealth and all of your investment looked after to maximum effect, basically.
Exactly right.
Okay, fine. Well, hopefully that's given you a bit of insight. As I say, what Paul does not know about the Lincoln market is not worth knowing, but also from that portfolio management, very complex these days, and it's really something that you should perhaps come and have a chat to Paul about.